Hi, welcome back to Crypto News. On the channel, you will keep updated on the latest and the most important news in the crypto market. So if you're into crypto and want to get the most of it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification. And I'm Alice from Crypto News. Let's get started. In late September 2021, the People's Bank of China banned on cryptocurrency transactions, which created a great controversial discussion among Chinese crypto users. However, this is not the only controversial decision of the China government. Today, we got breaking news about China's zero-COVID policies, which raised many depression, powerlessness, and anger among the public. The policies do not only affect the Chinese economy, but also the global economy. China's dynamic zero-COVID policies were born out of the effort to control the initial outbreak in the city of Wuhan. People who have the virus are isolated or sent to hospital, depending on the severity of their cases. Anyone deemed a close contact, which can be very broadly defined, is also isolated. When outbreaks are deemed severe enough, entire cities can be shut down, as Shanghai was for almost 2 months this spring. The southwestern city of Chengdu, with 21 million people, is now under lockdown, and many more people around the country are under some form of restriction. The country's zero-COVID policy had been a drag on China's economy, travel, and everyday life. In some cases, lockdown have led to widespread shortage of food and other daily necessities, such as in northwestern city of Jining, also known as Gujia. There, residents under lockdown for more than a month have complained about being forced to go hungry or endure woeful conditions in quarantine camps. As you may know, Beijing's iron-fitted dynamic zero-COVID policies prepare to enter its third year, but many began to question the heavy price they have paid for a goal that is impossible to achieve when the numbers of daily cases hit an all-time high. 32,695 new infections were recorded on Thursday. The highest figures in the virus were first detected in central China's Wuhan province at the end of 2019. Although China's case numbers are low compared with global figures, the authorities have insisted on a world annihilation against the virus. As China reported the first COVID death in 6 months last week, a fresh series of lockdowns had been imposed across the country. The rare outbursts of public anger that have surfaced over the past 2 weeks are the most visible sign of the deep-seated frustration and skepticism over the endless lockdown, mass testing, and quarantine Chinese people have recently endured. In videos shared on social media on Saturday, people in the capital of the Xinjiang region appear to be angrily confronting officials after an apartment fire killed 10 people. Video and audio clips, which purportedly feature residents of the Xinjiang apartment begging to be released from the building to escape the fire, were circulated online, further stoking public anger. During the course of the COVID-19 pandemic, there have been other horror stories of children or old people dying in lockdown because of lack of access to medical care. Also in recent weeks, there have been an outpouring of grief on social media over the death of a 4-month-old baby, whose father said her medical treatment was delayed for 12 hours because of COVID cough. The death of a 3-year-old boy in northwest China from carbon monoxide poisoning after his father was stopped by enforcers of COVID rule from taking him to a hospital also sparked outrage. The apartment fire in the western Xinjiang region last week appeared to have been the final straw that pushed people to their breaking point. Thousands took to the street in China over the weekend in the largest public protest the country has seen in decades. Demonstrators gathered in different cities, including Shanghai and Beijing, calling for the resignation of President Xi Jinping over draconian COVID-19 policies. Censors moved swiftly to scrap video and photo of the protests from the Chinese internet, though the startling image made headlines worldwide. In online commentaries, Chinese state media made no mention of the protests, instead focusing on the strength of Beijing's anti-COVID policies, emphasizing they were both scientific and effective. Authorities have also denied that COVID restrictions were the cause of the death. Beyond the specific denial over the link between the COVID restriction and the fire death in Xinjiang, it wasn't immediately clear how China's central government could react to the protest. Given that restrictions are unlikely to be lifted anytime soon, analysts expect the protest to escalate. But also, they noted that the instances of sporadic unrest are unlikely to pose a threat to a dictatorial government that had the power to swiftly crack down on them. And that's all for today's video. What do you think about that? Share your thought on the comment below, and if you enjoy it, you know what to do. Hit thumbs up button, subscribe, and also turn on the notification. And I'm Alice from Crypto News. See you in the next video. Bye!